I call to order the Riverview Community School District Board of Education regular meeting for March 18th, 2025. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Orr.
Here.
Vice President Dominski.
Here.
Secretary Walker here. Treasurer Davis.
Here.
Trustee Meeks.
Here.
Trustee O'Brien.
Here.
Trustee Toth is excused.
We'll stand for Pledge of Allegiance. First off, I just want to say every meeting of every month has unique points of pirate pride, and at this time tonight, our board gets to enjoy presentations of student achievement, athletic success, theater arts, community service, and a great literacy initiative for tonight's meeting. I want to thank Superintendent Hatzel and Assistant Superintendent Maxon, the staff and the students for arranging this part of the meeting to help us reflect on and celebrate our pirate pride. And at this time, take it away, Superintendent Hatzel.
Okay, I echo those sentiments. We've got some great presentations highlighting some of the things we do, not just inside the classroom, but out. And I'm going to start with our athletic director, Mr. DeBrano, to come up to announce some winter accomplishments and a new member of our team.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. We continued on with the tradition that we have every single season of having a lot of success as our Riverview Pirates took the field, took the mat, swam in the pool, took the field. And so for the winter, we're going to have kind of two parts for this. We'll do a couple this one and a couple in April. But I'm going to call up our varsity wrestling head coach, Jason Dodd, and he is going to introduce our varsity wrestler. Jason.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm here to, as Mr. DeBrown just said, help introduce and recognize our varsity wrestler, Madison Lipchick. She was what's kind of unique about the situation is she's only a first-year wrestler, but this year she qualified for the state finals championship at Ford Field, which is the final 16 wrestlers in the state of Michigan at her weight. And it's quite an accomplishment for any wrestler, but a first-year wrestler, it's almost unheard of. She's one of the hardest workers on our team. Throughout the year, she had a lot of successes and victories. She won the Allen Park Girls Invitational. She was also the Girls District Invitational Champion and the regional runner-up. And like I mentioned, got to wrestle at Ford Field. That was the first weekend in March. And then she also served on the boys varsity wrestling team as well, where she represented Riverview in 33 varsity matches entirely against boys. And she was able to win 10 matches there, including 5 by pinfall. Couldn't be more proud of Madison. She's only a junior this year, so she has 1 year left. And we just think she's capable of even greater things next year. Why don't you come on up, Madison?
All right. Great job, Maddie. She's an excellent student athlete for us, just a role model. And our wrestling program is growing not only at the high school, but at the middle school. And, you know, with girls wrestling taking off, we're enjoying the success of that. So congrats, Maddie. Congrats, Coach, on a great season. The next person that we want to introduce, for many of you, you know that Ben Zielinski was our soccer coach. For 22 seasons, he was the only soccer coach Riverview has ever had, and if you know anything about coaching, that's kind of unheard of. But when he resigned, you know, we really had to find somebody that fit the mold of a Riverview Pirate, someone that we felt was going to not only carry on the tradition, but expand on that. And if you know anything about soccer in this area, our new coach is kind of known all over this area at the collegiate level, at the high school level, in the club level, for over 25 seasons of all of the different skills and all of the different teaching that he has done. And so I want to introduce our new varsity boys head coach, Mike Hatfield. Thanks, Coach. Thank you. All right. All right, let's get another round of applause for Coach Hatfield. Yeah. All right, I think that's all I have for athletics on this one. We will be back, part 2, in April. In April, we have basketball and swimming, because they just finished last week.
All right, I'm going to ask the board to come out in the audience. We got a couple more presentations here. Our first one is a first-time endeavor for Riverview Schools, but it's a really exciting one that's going to begin right when we return from spring break. So I'm going to ask Ms. Maxon to come up and give a few minutes about our One Book, One District initiative.
I'm very excited to talk and to share our almost time for rollout for Charlie Bumpers versus the Teacher of the Year. We're going to officially be kicking off on April 1st. That's the Tuesday after we come back from spring break, but it's already started. And you may have already heard some of the chatter and some of the talk going across the district because students and staff members have already started to prepare. We're so lucky to have the Pirates, especially at the secondary level, high school and middle school, that they have made videos. We've had many teachers, principals, and superintendents making videos as well. So there's so many opportunities for connections between our buildings and between students and also our families. Some of our local businesses have also, they've been given some materials to participate, and also our police department, our fire department, and our local library as well. So it is truly a community endeavor. And we're starting with all students. We're going to be starting with preschool students and all the way up through 12th grade. Everyone's going to have the same book. All staff members are going to have the same book. And we're going to have lots of opportunities for connections. And we're going to have a really cute character, Charlie Bumpers, who is, you know, he's famous for his mistakes like a typical 4th grader. And he's not always crazy about his teacher. And his teacher this year is the Teacher of the Year. What perfect timing for us here in Riverview. So we've got lots of opportunities. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. We've got our businesses that have been involved. We've got our students who are involved and already planning. And make sure we give a special thank you to our crew. The initiative is called One District, One Book. But our team that has been a part of this has been our district librarians and also our elementary COSAs. So big thanks to our librarians and our COSAs, that's our language arts reading coaches at the elementary levels. They've really done a nice job of digging through the materials, dissecting, and really making it very easy to incorporate into classes without adding an extra load to the teachers. So please, if you see them, make sure that you give them a congratulations and a big thank you because they've done a lot. So we're super excited. April 1st, it's going to be wrapping up on April 17th. When you go around to some of your local businesses, they may have, I've heard that Serendipity Bakery is going to have some special Charlie Bumper cookies. And so if you go in there, any of the businesses around, if you see the Charlie Bumpers, and I'm sorry I don't have the picture with me tonight, but it's the cover of the book. And so all of you will have the book very soon, starting on March 31st, they're going to be passed out. So if you see those on your local businesses, there's a really good chance that community business will also be participating and probably offering some kind of incentive and maybe even a little trivia question for you for the different chapters. So it's exciting. Looking forward to everyone's involvement. Thank you.
All right, next we have 3 presentations from Riverview High School. tonight. I'm going to start with Miss Hewlett's team. If you're ready to rock, come on up. Miss Hewlett's our high school secondary social worker who is always willing to go the extra mile to help our students. They've got a little business enterprise here they're going to explain to you. They call Popcorn Pirates.
Good evening. We have some Popcorn Pirate merch
Uh-oh.
for the board. Should we put it there?
Sure.
We have popcorn for all the board members. Want to try our popcorn?
Set it on that side right there in that corner is fine.
So, thank you for having us, board members. Board members.
Will you turn that on? Is that? Do I have to turn it on too? All right, you should be good.
Okay. Thank you for having us. My name is Marcy Hewlett. I'm a school social worker, like Superintendent Hatzel said. And Jonathan, will you introduce yourself?
I'm Jonathan. I am like the social media kind of like I built this presentation, but I'm kind of like the social media person.
I'm Elisa, and I help with like selling popcorn to everybody.
I'm Diego Verona, and I help with selling the popcorn.
I'm Gavin, and I help manage like the money situation.
He's the accountant.
I'm Xander Thompson. I'm a helper.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you want to hang on to this? Do you guys
Sure.
want to go up there and explain it so you can be on camera and then you can just tell me when to switch?
Oh, okay.
You guys can go stand up there in front and Mrs. Hewlett can join you so you can
Oh.
face your audience.
All right. Sorry, we're not used to being in the front here. We're behind the scenes usually. So we meet every week because we are considered a school-based enterprise. And we meet in a group, there's about 20 to 30 of us Popcorn Pirates, and we meet at lunchtime. So the students do give up their lunch to talk about the business. And the purpose and the goal of the business is to learn how to be an entrepreneur and showing students how to be, how to run a business and how to be a leader and how to support the community. And we really just, it all started really in a classroom and selling popcorn, and we just wanted to have fun and have people enjoy popcorn, really. That's how it started. And then some of the students started talking about their dream to own a business, and then we went from there, right? And then the teachers really like the popcorn too, which makes us very happy because we want the teachers to be happy is the most important part of the day. So you can go to the next slide. And then the mission is teamwork. So what we're realizing is teamwork is really hard. I know that Riverview has its heart and soul in a lot of sports activities, which is very important, and we're learning as a business. And I grew up, I worked at Domino's Pizza, and it does take teamwork when you're working a job. Like I have to work with the team at the high school and getting along with one another, and it's very hard to get along and make sure it runs smoothly. So that's probably the most important part is that we have fun and we learn how to get along, right, guys? Do you want to say anything? No? So what happens is the popcorn is $1, and we brought a bag for everybody on the board. And there's also seasonings that go with it. And we have a very modest budget because it's not really about profiting. It's more like a 501c3 that we just want people to have fun and enjoy. And we also we talk about giving back to the community and how we're going to do that with extra funds that we have. And that's something that we're working on as a team. So we can go to the next slide. Sometimes we do iced coffee and hot chocolate, and that takes even extra work. We try to do specials. So, good job. Jonathan put those in there. That's the students just having fun throughout the year. And that's just people working and talking. And you got those pictures. That's so cool. And there's Mr. Klein and Thomas. And that's the popcorn heating up. And that's how we make the iced coffee. And that's us cruising down the hallway selling popcorn. So thank you for having us, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. Do you want this?
Thank you guys for coming tonight and bringing some joy to the students and staff. It's a really cool project, so I appreciate your guys' efforts greatly. Next, we're going to bring up the Riverview High School Drama Club. And I know I saw Miss O'Day walking in somewhere. There she is. And I'll preface with I was able to take my two young daughters to see the show, and kudos to the cast and the crew for an excellent musical that they performed. And I don't think we interrupted too much. Who's got the lead tonight? Okay, that's all right. Are you going to say any? 10 seconds.
Hi, everyone. I don't really have anything prepared, but this is less than half of the cast and crew of High School Musical. We had about 50 kids working with us. We had our auditions before holiday break, and we worked every day after school to pull the show together. So as with Miss Marcy and the Popcorn Pirates and our athletes, we know extracurriculars take a lot of time, but I do want to kind of toot their horn a little bit because our kids do everything with the drama club. They build the sets, they design the costumes, they create the tickets, the programs, they market the show, they do everything. And Miss Madigan, Patty Madigan I should mention, and Alyssa Stark, the grown-ups that are there to hang out, we just hold their hands. So the magic is these guys, and they make us really proud. So yay!
I just want to say thank you again. As Miss O'Day said, we love all extracurriculars, and your talent is not unnoticed. And like I said, my family, and I know some of the board members, and I know Mayor Swift was at the show, so you had some decorated audience and a job well done. So we wanted to bring you here tonight to recognize you and say we really do appreciate you. So great job. Hats off to you. Well, you were the announcer. You could announce. All right, one more time. The Riverview High Drama Club. Great job. Nice job. And next we have our high school DECA team to talk about some of their accomplishments. Are we all here? Ready to go? Ms. Furcus, you got the lead?
I do.
Thank you. Principal Furcus here will
Yes.
brag again about
Can I use
some more
that
of our
instead, though? Because I
student-
feel like I'm kind of slouching and I look kind of sillier than normal. No. Really? Okay. Really? Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Does this work? Is this working? Hi, everybody. First, I just want to say, are they not the most incredible group of kids ever? Honestly, I feel like we could come to every board meeting and share all the great things our kids are doing because they are doing some really incredible things around the high school, not just with athletics, but all of our clubs. And if you were at New Student Orientation last Thursday, you probably saw a little bit of it. But this is not about any of that. I want to talk a little bit about the DECA organization. And this is just a handful of our students, and I have nothing to do with it, so I can take no credit. Our DECA group is led by Mrs. Christy Potts, but unfortunately, she was unable to be here, and she's really bummed, and she's been texting me and asking, are my kids there? Are they okay? Is everything good? And so, anyway, sorry, I wrote something. So, DECA, which I did not know what it stood for, is the Distributive Education Clubs of America, and it's a career and technical student organization which prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs for careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management, and there are high school and college divisions. Our business classes are taught, and our DECA club is led by Mrs. Potts. The district competition is held every year at Eastern Michigan University, and I've had the pleasure twice of being able to judge. I'm not allowed to judge our kids, obviously, because I would, obviously send them all through because they're amazing. But I believe we had 28 kids compete at this year's division in Ypsilanti, and let me tell you, they have to go dressed super, I don't look like a principal today, I'm really sorry. They go in business attire. They come in, they're given a prompt, they don't have any idea what it is. You're given what? 10 minutes, Charlie O'Day, thank you, tell them.
10 minutes for solo and 30 minutes for team decision-making events.
Yeah, and Tarek, tell them how that goes.
So basically what you do is you have 30 minutes, you get a prompt you've never seen before, and depending if you have a solo, you have, as Charlie said, 10 minutes, or if you have a team event, you have 30 minutes, and in those 10 to 30 minutes, you get to put together something like, I'll give you an example, right? Me and John, right? At States we had, it was our friend, right? Our friend wanted to make a suitcase company to rent suitcases. We had 30 minutes, we'd never seen the prompt, no ideas. In those 30 minutes, we created an entire prompt selling suitcases in 30 minutes only.
And as you can see, John and Tarek were amazing because they were able to go to the state competition, which was held at the Huntington Center this past weekend downtown. How cool was that? They didn't get to stay overnight though, did you? You did? You stayed overnight? And they got out of school for a whole day. Okay, anyway, sorry. So 10 of our students were able to compete at the state tournament this past weekend. And although the competition was fierce, Lily Coleman, who just came in.
Hi.
You got your medal.
I was a state qualifier this year. That means I'm second place. So that was really exciting, and I hope to do better next year and make it to nationals.
Yes. Where's nationals?
This year it's in Orlando. Next year I'm not sure where it's at yet. Oh, California next year.
Okay, and I'll be happy to chaperone you. Okay? Yeah. Who wouldn't want to go to California? And Sam Plunkett, who is not here tonight, medaled for her role play. It's really difficult to be able to do this. They're really an incredible group of kids, and as you can see, they're not just involved in DECA, they're involved in many different things, and I can't say enough great things about our students and the staff members and the parents, as you can see, so many of them who are behind them, that make them able to do these great things. So thank you guys, and thank you teachers, and thank you parents for supporting them in all they do. So thanks for having us school board members too. Wait, I want to get a picture of you guys, so stay right there.
Their names and grades?
Huh?
Have them introduce themselves, their names and grades.
Oh, yeah, here. Oh, yeah. Mr. Hatzel would like you to introduce yourself and say what grade you're in.
Okay. My name is Charlie O'Day. I am currently a junior.
My name is Tarek Ahmed. I'm currently a junior.
Jonathan Kovacs, senior. Jonathan Kroll, a junior.
Lily Coleman, a sophomore.
Lola Williams, a junior.
Kira Logan, a junior.
London Sawicki, a junior.
London, can I get a picture of you guys really quick before you leave?
Will you call Marcy's group back up?
Yeah.
Were you?
I got a picture. Mars,
Did
can
you
I
already
have your
get it?
pirates come back? Your popcorn pirates so we can get a picture?
Did you already get one or no?
Did we get a big group one? What'd you guys do with all the popcorn, too? Yes, come on. She's been slaving all day over the popcorn. I told her just to buy it. You guys would never know the difference. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. Okay.
All right, one more round of applause for all of our RCHS stars. I guess we can head back, Tim.
Oh, did we get a picture? Oh, all right, good. Good job, baby. I'm so proud of you. You're welcome. You would have come first.
Well, how many?
Again, thank you, everyone, for coming, and thank you again, kids, for the popcorn, and Mrs. Hewlett and Mrs. Potts also for the leadership and mentoring of the kids for these efforts. Thank you. Next, we'll move on to acceptance. We'll move on to guest and visitor comments for the 2-minute session. The purpose of the public participation portion of the meeting is to provide an opportunity for the citizens to share their thoughts with the board. Personal concerns are best handled through proper channels. Questions requiring investigation will be referred to the superintendent for consideration. Are there any guest and visitor comments for the 2-minute session?
Good evening, everyone. Andy Swift, 18400 Ryanwood. I really didn't plan on speaking tonight, but I just want to say I think the students all did a great job. As superintendent says, my wife and I saw the play, and it's really great to see how successful and how involved the students are in the community. But I do want to say is I'm really jealous that you guys always have a much friendlier audience than we do. So thank you. Good night.
I think, Mayor Swift, you still have a minute and a half left. Thank you, Mayor Swift. Next, we'll move on to item A14, acceptance of agenda.
President Boer,
Do I have a motion?
President Boer.
Vice President Dominski.
Be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education accepts the agenda for the March 18th, 2025 regular meeting.
Motion by Vice President Dominski. Do I have support?
Support.
Supported by Treasurer Davis. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Boer,
Yes.
Vice President Dominski.
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to item A15, consent grouping. Do I have a motion?
President Boer,
Trustee Meeks.
be it resolved that the Board of Education accept the minutes of the February 24th, 2025 study session, the minutes of the February 25th, 2025 regular meeting, approves the check registries and purchase card expense reports, and acknowledge the spring coaching assignments as all contained in the consent grouping.
Motion by Trustee Meeks. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Vice President Dominski. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis.
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
President Boer.
Yes.
Vice President Dominski.
Yes.
Trustee Meeks.
Yes.
Next, we'll move on to board updates. Superintendent Hatzel.
I will let Ms. Selma start, our student liaison.
Good evening, everybody. So it's a new trimester. Happy trimester 3. March has been so sweet. We have a fun surprise. The Maroon Monsoon News Network is back for trimester 3, and it's going to be hosted by 3 seniors. Subscribe to us on YouTube at the Monsoon News Network to watch weekly RCHS news and fun little games and interviews with staff and teachers and admin. Another Emerging Leaders project is a canned food drive that is happening from March 17th to March 21st. Please make sure you're supporting them, and if you have any canned food or extra things at home, to bring them to your first hour classes. Good luck to all spring sports as they have all kicked off their seasons with a banger. Drama Club, as you guys heard, has had High School Musical, and I just want to say from personal experience, I just want to emphasize how awesome it was and really nice. I went and watched it myself, and it was so wholesome being in high school. FCCLA/SAD, SAD, had their talent show auditions today, and they're looking forward to the talent show in April. I'm in this club, and wow, RCHS is full of talent. Dancing, singing, tap dancing. It's crazy. I did not know all these people had all these hidden talents. It was awesome. We did have freshman orientation on March 13th, and it was really nice seeing all the groups get together and promote their school, and we really hope the RCHS left a fantastic first impression. Also, we just had Hall of Fame night on March 14th. We had a number of students who received scholarships to their schools, and 6 who were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ibrahim. Next, Superintendent, administrative comments, legislative reports.
All right, I'll run with that from Selma's cue. I do want to congratulate the scholarship winners from the Riverview Hall of Fame, the inductees, and I also want to commend all of our parent clubs who spent time and resources to put together some baskets for raffle. Those parent club baskets themselves made over $2,000 for future scholarships. Awesome job, and thanks to those groups for helping put that together. I also want to thank the Caesar family who came through with a donation to, again, up the scholarship amounts, one of which Selma received. So congrats again, Selma. But it's just another example of the community and the schools coming together as we honored teachers, civic servants, and we all got together for a nice evening to celebrate what's good in this town, both from the school district and the community. So I think almost all of the the people that were inducted into the Hall of Fame echoed similar sentiments about how special a place Riverview is, and this was just a great event to showcase that. So thank you to everybody who helped make that happen. As Selma said, we're kicking off the conclusion of 2025 as the seniors get excited, but we're also starting to prep for future Pirates. We had our orientation exploration at the high school. As Ms. Firkus alluded to, it was quite a vibrant event. Very proud to see the smiles on incoming potential ninth graders or other students. And just, again, the community effort of our student athletes, our coaches, our teachers, the maintenance people who had to turn around the building that they usually work a 6-hour shift in 45 minutes so that we can welcome these people. Again, it's just a testament to the people we have here. And if you've got people that are interested in joining the Pirate team, now's the time. The school choice window opens the second week of April. So if you've got we've got a lot to brag about, so spread the word and get some more good families here to continue the tradition of excellence here at Riverview Schools. Also, another kudos to staff across the district as we've put together some spring literacy nights where we've involved parents in the community. All 3 of our elementaries have had these nights, including our GSRP. And all of them, I was able to get to most of them or had representatives there. And it's just been fabulous to bring the community together. And that leads me to Ms. Maxon's presentation about one book. As every single person in the district, quite a few people in the community will all receive their own copy of Charlie Bumper's Return from Spring Break. And we've got some fun activities to, again, bring some unity to our town and our schools, but also the all-important task as educators is to promote literacy. And then finally, some of our bigger things that are happening as spring comes. Our 8th graders are currently in D.C. as we speak. We've got a big group, maybe our biggest group ever, going to Europe in a day or 2. And then all of our 5th graders head to camp when we get back from spring break. So some great expanded learning opportunities for our kids. And again, thanks to all the people that helped make that happen. So I do want to say, enjoy your time off for spring break. Please be safe and careful, and we look forward to everybody coming back for the home stretch. Thank you, President Boer.
Well, thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. It's a good summary of the amazing amount of pirate pride in our district, not only this month, but all throughout the year. Next, we'll move on to item A16, our new business, approve the Seats Gym improvements. Superintendent Hatzel, background, please.
The Seats Middle School Gymnasium is in quite disrepair and in need of replacement. Most importantly, the floor. Grounds and Maintenance Director Kennedy issued an RFP and advertised to abate the existing floor, pricing for new flooring through the Sourcewell Cooperative. Also bid pricing for the floor lining, bleacher removal, and reinstalling the existing bleachers, wall padding, new backboard and hoist systems. A copy of the abatement bid tally from Sourcewell contract proposal is attached. Is a recommendation of Mr. Kennedy and supported by myself, the superintendent, to award the following projects: gym floor abatement to environmental maintenance engineers for a sum not to exceed $61,600. Gym floor purchase and installation to sports floor refinishing for a sum not to exceed $99,400. Gym floor lining, logos, bleachers, relocating, wall padding, volleyball, floor covers, etc., to be awarded to the successful bidder for a sum not to exceed $25,000. Gym basketball backward removal and installation of new backboard rim and hoist systems to be awarded to successful qualified bidder for a sum not to exceed $45,000. The entire project will be for a sum not to exceed $231,000. Funding from this project will be from the general fund. This work is being performed into the summer of 2025.
Thank you, Superintendent Hatzel. Do I have a motion?
President Board,
Secretary Walker?
be it resolved, the Riverview Board of Education approved the following Seats Middle School gym projects for a total sum not to exceed $231,000. Gym floor abatement, gym floor purchase and installation, gym floor lining, wall padding, floor covers, and removal and installation of new backboard rim and hoist systems.
Motion by Secretary Walker. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
Trustee Meeks?
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien?
Yes.
President Board?
Yes.
Treasurer Davis?
Yes.
Vice President Dominski?
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes.
Next, we'll move on to guest and visitor comments for the 5-minute session. Are there any guests and visitors here willing to share comments for the 5-minute session? Seeing none, we'll move on to items for discussion presented by board members concerning which no action can be taken. Any items for discussion? I too also want to say congratulations to our senior scholarship recipients, including Selma at the recent Hall of Fame event, and who they've excelled to get to their levels of academic achievement and extracurricular and community service. And congratulations to our numerous district educators and staff who were honored last Friday for providing our kids with a nurturing and enriching learning environment. And I want to also thank the Hall of Fame Committee, including Superintendent Hatzel and Trustee Meeks, for all their hard work during the year, along with Mrs. Zellner, Mr. Kyer, and Mr. Perry. The seeking out the donations, fundraising, planning, organizing, and bringing forth the wonderful night. It's really, when you're there, you see the whole culmination of one whole year's worth of work, and it's an amazing effort. And thank you again, Mr. Hatzel, Mrs. Meeks, and the rest of the Hall of Fame group. And I also had the chance to see the high school drama club presentation of High School Musical in February. It was an amazing performance. My wife and I both enjoyed it. And I just want to say congratulations and thank Mrs. O'Day and the kids, the production crew, behind the scenes helpers, who all made the play so special, and an amazing 3 nights of performances of wonderful evenings for our community. And I also want to say thank everyone involved in the literacy nights at our elementary schools. I want to thank our GSRP director, Mrs. Plakowski, for the invitation for me to come read the book, Spookly the Square Pumpkin, to the kids at the ECLC that night. It was an amazing night of instilling passion for reading for our littles. And I want to thank Trustee O'Brien and his wife, Mrs. O'Brien, for bringing their popcorn machine and supplies and making and sharing their Pirate Pride for popcorn to help serve snacks for the kids and families that night. Any items for discussion? Hearing none, we'll look at future business. The April study session will be on Monday, April 21st at 6 p.m. at RCHS, and our regular meeting for April will be here in the Riverview City Hall Council Chambers, Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, 7 p.m. And with that, I need a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by Vice President Dominski. Do we have support?
Support.
Supported by Trustee Meeks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Secretary Walker, roll call, please.
President Board?
Yes.
Vice President Dominski?
Yes.
Secretary Walker, yes. Treasurer Davis?
Yes.
Trustee Meeks?
Yes.
Trustee O'Brien?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Meeting adjourned at 7:45.